What's going on, chat? What's going on? How's everyone doing today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Today we're doing something special, some would say. Some would call it special. It might look special when it's finished. Not to give anything away, of course, even though the title kind of gives it away. This is going to be special, generational things I'm doing. Might be wondering, why am I so weirdly positioned on this, stood a bit to the side over here? Well, you're going to see in a second. You will see in 1 millisecond what I'm about to do. The World Cup is coming up, so I thought, why not paint the goats? The World Cup is just around the corner. So I thought, let's paint the goats. Let's paint Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's paint Lionel Messi. As you can see, my background has an empty space here. Well, I need to fill it. And what better way to fill it than with art made by me? People have said I'm artistic. I think it was artistic, they said. I think they said artistic. It might have been artistic without the R and a U instead. So, either way, I'm close. I'm close to it. Artistic. I'm one of them. Sometimes they go hand in hand, so maybe you never know. I could be the new Leonardo da Vinci. We're going to figure out today. Okay? We're going to see for real if I am or not, though. Before we start, we need to put the apron on. I don't have a painting apron, so we're using a cooking one. I think that's the same. It's the same thing, really. I mean, it's just to protect my clothes from the paint, which is most likely going to go everywhere, so... Well, hopefully not, actually, because I have to clean it up. It's funny until I have to clean it up at the end of the stream, innit? It's all fun and games. I could even do a topless one. That would be nice, wouldn't it, guys? Topless with the apron on. I'll look hella sexy. Who would want to see that? Right, okay. Let's get ready into position. I'm going to show you the setup in 1 second. I'm just going to show you something else. I've got the canvases ready. I have had these canvases for so long. But, I'm just trying to break into them a minute. I need to get one out. Why is that double layered, bro? Okay. Double layered? That's ridiculous. Oh, each is individually wrapped inside. Oh my god, bro. Okay. They don't make it easy, do they? They don't make it easy, bro. What the hell is that for? I don't know what that's for. I don't think I'm going to need that anyway. I don't think my art skills are going to need that. Right, let's take one of them for now. We only need one for the first one. Open it up. I don't know what these wooden pieces at the back are. What's up, man? What's up? Not exactly sure what the wooden pieces in the back are for. Useless, really. Just snap these off. Yeah, there you go. Don't need those. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Well, we're not standing up. We're not standing up. Don't worry. I didn't buy an easel, whatever it's called, as you said in chat. We're going to be sitting down. But here's the canvas. You know, it's a decent size. Square. Okay. We're going to put it down here. You guys are going to see in 1 second how it's going to look in the stream. And then I've got the paints. Now, I'm not exactly sure what paint to use here. But I'll show you my paints. I've got these and I have little ones. As you can see, I'm a bit, you know, not the smartest man ever. When I bought the paints, I clearly wasn't thinking very well. I didn't bring blue. Blue is quite a main color. It's a primary color. You can do blue and mix it into stuff. I didn't do blue. So, you know, when we paint Messi, yeah, he might be purple. Yeah, Messi might come out purple. I'm not exactly sure though. But we're going to see. We got the paints here. Got them put to the side over here. And we also have a little box of paints, which I stole from my girlfriend for this. Hopefully I put it to good use. Just loads of colors. So there is some blue here, luckily. Messi might be saved. We're not sure yet, though. Yeah, see, I don't know why everyone thinks I'm artistic, but change the R to a U. Like, I don't think that's true, guys. Okay. But as I said earlier, they come hand in hand sometimes. Maybe I've got that skill. And my paintbrushes, as you can see, very lovely paintbrushes, high quality. High quality. Right, let me show you the setup, okay? Let me show you the setup. Get ready for this. High tech. You see this? Ready? Okay. Bang. Look at that. That's where I'm drawing. Painting. This is where I'm going to be painting. You're going to see some great art being done. This is where I'm going to keep my colors. And this used to be dog food tin, but now it's my water tin. So, you know, it's all the same thing really at the end of the day, isn't it? It's all the same thing at the end of the day. It has been exposed, but my first painting is going to be Ronaldo. That's why he's on the screen. That's what we're trying to draw on here. Okay, we're trying to get that on here. So when I finish, you won't even be able to tell which one's the painting and which one's the photo. You ain't going to have a clue. I'm going to be painting Cristiano Ronaldo and it's going to look exactly like the photo. You ain't going to have you're going to be clueless to who's who, bro. All right? I had a steak on this earlier. It's now my paint thing, bro. I don't know. Let's move the paint thing here first. So I can put the paints on it. We've got black. He's going to need black. He's got hair and stuff. Okay, this is going to be a big dollop. Okay, there you go. Just a bit. We go simple. Just a little bit of black added. Okay. We're going to need a lot of red. But we're going to get the red out because he's got a lot of red on him, you know what I'm saying? Portugal top on. We're going to put the red on this side, not to get confused with the black. We need a decent amount of red. I don't know how I'm going to do a skin color. I haven't figured that one out yet. He might look a bit orange, to be fair. Not sure. I'm going to get some yellow. Some yellow. Some yellow here. Yeah, we're going to make sure that we get some of that. Oh, that one's not being used. Okay, well, I've used the other ones. I don't even remember using them. Actually, years ago I did that. Years ago I did that. So that's why the red was open. Yo, welcome to the stream, bro. Okay, well, that's yellow. I don't know where to put that, so let's put that over there. I don't know what I'm going to use yellow for, but I feel like I'm going to have to do a skin color somehow. So we're going to need a bit of yellow somewhere. There you go, just a bit of yellow. We can always top up later. No point going too crazy. Okay, now we need a bit of green. Bit of green here. Not being used either, as you can see. Not being used. Oh, I can't even show the camera. Not being used either. Sealed. Yes, I'm streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, bro. Okay. Let's open this up. It's green. Okay. Let's put a dollop down here of the green. And we don't need to go too crazy with the green. I put the most of them on the red because he's got a lot of red on him. Okay. We're not going to need the purple. I have a big purple here. Probably not going to need that. There you go. Get the white out. We're going to need the white. We're going to need that. Okay, that one's been open as well. Put the white down here. It's going to be useful because we're going to have to mix colors at some point. And white makes it lighter. Don't know why I needed to explain that. Okay. Well, I think we've got the basic colors. I mean, I could add blue as well, but I don't know if... I don't even know if he has any blue on him. So, we're going to go for the smallest brush. Because we're going to do some fine lines. We're going to do the outline of him. And, you know, when I do his outline, he's got to go fine colors. Hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Okay, let's not knock anything over. Let's move the canvas forward. There you go. Right, I don't know if I need to wet this first. I'll wet it anyway. Just to, you know, a bit of dog food still in here, by the way. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. It just adds to the texture, innit? Right, we've got to do his outline. We've got to do his outline. Some people would do it in pencil so you don't see it later on. We're experts. We're experts. We don't need to do that, okay? So we're going to go black. We're going to go black and, you know, we can start off with his hair. We can start off with his hair. He's got a skin fade. So how am I going to do a skin fade? That one's going to be difficult, but we're going to start off with his hair. He's got like a sort of haircut like that. Was it just me, or did everyone, when they were a kid, just used to get whatever haircut Ronaldo used to get? Because that's what I used to do. Every time Ronaldo got a new haircut, I got a new haircut. That's what was going on. Okay. Kind of looks like Roblox hair. Kind of looks like Roblox hair, low key. I kind of like that. That's quite good so far. Yeah, I didn't get the highlights that Ronaldo did, but, you know, I used to get the same haircut. Basically, he's had the same haircut for ages, to be fair. I used to get that haircut. I used to get the line across it, bro. I used to be hella cool. Right, okay. We've got... That's quite good, I reckon. That's quite a good haircut. We need to do the lines here. Let's go a bit. Okay, well, that's not really the skin fade that I was trying to do. He's got a bit of a skin fade on the side. Wait a minute, I've got an idea. Wet it a bit, wet it a bit. Wet it. Wet the brush. Don't worry guys, I've got this. Okay, wet the brush. Now, the brush is a bit wet, even though I'm trying to not get it too wet, but it's a bit wet. And now we've got like this. There you go, look, it's fading a bit, it's fading a bit. It's fading. Okay, well, I don't know why it's going so far down his head, but it's fading. Okay, it's fading. All right, there's a look, skin fade. You bet you've never seen a skin fade this good on art. It kind of looks like he's got headphones on already. I mean, not exactly what I was going for, but it's all right, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna save it. We're gonna save it. We'll add some more black to it and make the hair bigger. That'll do, because then the skin fade will look a bit smaller, and then it won't look like he's got headphones on. So that's. I'm not sure about that already. Anyway, we've done his hair. Everyone thinks that looks about right. I think that looks about right. I'm gonna do the outline of his head. Okay, so I need to get his skin color. I need to make a color that will match his skin color. And that's gonna be the most difficult one of them all. Okay? So we're gonna take a bit of yellow. Put some yellow over here. Put some yellow over here. Okay, and a bit more yellow. Okay, we now got a bit of yellow. Okay. Now we got to dip the brush back in the water. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. They don't really do like a Ronaldo skin color paint at the shop, sadly. So I'm gonna have to figure out myself. Right. Okay. Now we're gonna do a bit of red. Now we're gonna do a bit of red. Not too much red, just a bit of red. Okay. Now we're gonna give this a mix. That's just gonna be orange, I think. If I remember my colors, that should turn orange. Yeah, okay, we're on the right track. We're on the right track. It's turning orange. It's turning orange. Can I just get it? Yeah, there you go. It's quite orange. Quite orange. Okay, there you go. Now I need to make sure I clean the brush really well now, because I'm going to have to get the white. Okay. And if this is not clean well, the white's not going to be white anymore, if that makes any sense. Okay, so let me make sure I clean the brush off. I think that's quite well done. I think that's quite well. Then we get some white, like a decent amount of white we need. We need a decent amount of white. Okay. Can't really go back once I'm added white, so let's get a decent amount. There you go. There you go. That's gonna do it, I think. That's not Ronaldo's skin color, is it? Oh my gosh. What is that? That does not look like Ronaldo's skin color. That kind of looks like Donald Trump's skin color, but close. Okay, look, I've mixed it about. It's actually not as bad as it used to look. I might need a bit more white. A bit more white on this, and I think we got it. Can I just steal the white? Okay, well, that's not exactly what I meant to do, but it's okay. We just need a bit more white. All right, I think we got this. My color mixing from school, I still remember it. Still not too bad. Yeah, I think Ronaldo might subscribe if he sees this. Everyone else should be subscribed on Twitch and Kick and become a member on YouTube. If not, you just won't get good pictures of yourself, mate. You ain't gonna be good at painting. How are you going to get the best painting tutorials on YouTube, on Twitch, and or on Kick? You won't. Alright, I think I got a skin color decently well now. That's not too bad, I reckon. That's not too bad. I mean, it's a bit orange, but it's not going to be perfect, of course, is it? So we're going to go for that. So we got to do his face. Okay, so he's got a forehead, and he's got some ears, and he's smiling. Okay. So let's do his forehead. Got a very straight hairline, doesn't he? He doesn't mess about when it comes to his hairline. Make sure that's kept real tidy. So let's do that. Yeah, spread it. Spread it. Spread it. Okay, that's not the first time I've had to said that. Okay, that's quite good. That's his forehead. All right, that's actually not too bad as well. Like the color, I actually made a decent color out of it. All right, some people were probably doubting me in chat, but I don't think I did too bad. Got to leave space for his eyes, don't we? So we got to draw around his eyes. He's got some like very dark eyebrows, but we're gonna leave space for his eyes. Okay, it's not too bad actually. His eyes are quite far apart and different shapes. I will say that his eyes are not. He might be like half winking. I mean, in the photo, his eyes are a bit different too, to be fair, so it's okay. It's fine. And then he's got some ears. Let's make sure he doesn't get too big of ears, else he is not going to subscribe. Okay, his ears. No, his ears are far further down than his eyes. All right, cool. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's. Don't want to make him too much bigger than that, because then he's not going to like this. His ears will be too big. Okay, this is quite good. This is quite good. I think I'm actually quite decent at this. Right, now we're going to do his other ear. Say 2 and you'll enter flow state. All right, mate. Well, you know, I can only say that once the painting is completed. I cannot do Ronaldo's celebration while the unfinished painting is here, you know. Because he's going to know. He's going to know. He's going to know. And how am I going to do his nose and stuff? Like, don't forget to put in the shadows. Oh, don't worry. That's... Don't worry about that. That's coming soon. That is... Don't worry. That there will be some shadows. There will definitely be shadows. Okay, his eyes are very closed. I've got to do his nose, but how am I going to do his nose? Like, I can't really do a shadow. Okay, a nose. And then he's like that. Okay. That's not that bad, I reckon. What does everyone think? What does everyone think so far? Does that kind of look like him? Why am I lowkey good? Do you have a plan for his Adam's apple? Oh, don't worry, I got a plan. I don't, but when I get to it, I'll sort it out. Right, okay. We're going to let his nose dry a bit here. So then it could be a bit of a different shade. Okay. He's a bit angry looking right now. But it's actually quite good so far. It's actually quite good. Hi, welcome to the chat, bro. That's not bad, I reckon. That's not bad. And then he's smiling, so we got to add, like, smile. Okay, well, his smile's way too... way too far up, but you know, he's smiling. He's got dimples. Very cute, Ronaldo. Very cute. You know, we're gonna make sure we get the dimples. Oh my god, it's going further out than his ears, the dimples. How is that possible? How is that possible? Okay, well, his ears now become... No, yeah, his ears now smaller. He's just smiling so much. He's so happy. He's so happy, okay. And then, but we got to close the smile off here for his chin. Kind of looks like he's fat. I'm not going to lie. He's not supposed to be fat looking. He's just smiling. Sorry, Ronaldo. I'm not trying to give you a bad rep here. You ain't fat. Sorry, mate. But you know, it's just the way you were smiling in the photo kind of messed it up for me. And then... There you go. There you go! Right. I've got to fill in his nose. You might say, oh, where's his nose gone? But don't worry, it'll come back. Once we add the highlights that I'm thinking about, it will be there, don't worry. Just going to smooth out some things on his face for a second. Okay, because we're going to have to let the face dry before I can start touching it again, you know? How am I going to add the eyebrows and stuff if I don't let the paint dry? It's not going to work. So we're just going to add... We're just going to smooth some stuff out. Like, do some lines like this, so it kind of looks like he's smiling. You know, it's like a bit thicker. You got to think this has got to look good because this is going up on that spot in my background right there where it's empty. So we've got to make this look good. Okay, this is going to be there for the whole World Cup. Okay, this is there for the whole World Cup, so we're going to make this look good. Okay. Right. Here you go. It's got a bit of a pointier chin than I'm giving him at the moment. So let's make sure he's got a pointy chin. There you go. There you go. And then his Adam's apple is going to be there. But now we've got to start with his neck. But how am I going to... I need to make sure like the face is outlined a bit so then it doesn't blend into his neck. Okay. So how am I going to do that? We're going to do the outline of the neck. Okay, we're going to do just the out... Well, yeah. We're going to do the outline of his neck. Okay, that's way too long. No, actually, he's got a big neck. He's got a big neck. He's got a big neck. It's okay, Ronaldo. I also have a big neck. So you're chilling, bro. You're chilling. Don't be embarrassed. I also have a long neck. I'm also Portuguese. Long neck, big Adam's apple. Maybe that's a Portuguese thing. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know how I'm gonna test that actually. So I don't know how we're gonna see. And then he's got like a V-shaped. He's got a V-shaped t-shirt on. Very early 2000s look he's got going on with the Portuguese top they've got going on there. Is this the new one? No, it's not even the new one. Okay. So that's his neck. I know it might look weird right now, but I'm going to attach it. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's just his neck, though. That's just his neck. You guys haven't even seen anything yet. And then we're going to do the bit where this Adam apple is. Yeah, it's kind of facing to the side, to the middle. It's a bit more pointy than I thought, but it's okay. It's all gonna look nice once it's finished. It's just the beginning. Don't stress out, all right? Okay. Anyway, let's clean the brush. Let's clean this brush. What's the which one? Just got to check the battery on the phone because I haven't plugged it in, even though the wire's in it. Right. Okay. Make sure the paint brush is dry. Because now we're going for what color are we going for? I feel like I did way too much green. I'm not going to need that much green at all. He does have a bit of green though, so we're doing the green. We're doing the green. We're doing the green, but we only need a bit of green. Just a small amount of green is necessary. So just a dash of green. Okay, my paintbrush is clearly too wet, but it's fine. Just a bit of green again. Where does the green stop? It kind of overlaps each other. Like the green's there, and then it hits there. And there's a bit of green, like so. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Kind of looks weird, but it's not bad. It's not bad, guys. That's quite good. What does everyone think so far in chat? Am I doing a good job? Is this a W and L so far? Okay. Make sure I get the paintbrush a bit drier this time, because last time didn't really work very well. There you go. Now we got the black now. It's also a very light amount of black, but a bit more than a green. Okay, see they both break off there. I'm not doing too bad, I reckon. Look, I got the black stripe there. Just got to do this black stripe now. And it underlaps this green here. We're getting every detail right, guys. We're getting every single detail possible. Right. Neck needs a bit of straightening. No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. We haven't done the outlines yet. Once we got the outlines done, it's over. It only looks weird because the outlines ain't finished yet. That's honestly the reason. We can also do the eyes a bit now because we have the black available to us. I meant on our paintbrush here. We might as well do the eyes. Very focused on these eyes, very focused. The eye of the tiger. Okay. That kind of looks like his eyes. That kind of looks like his eyes, low-key though. Like if he was a cartoon character or something. But like that low-key looks like his eyes. Ronaldo better like and subscribe to this video. Okay. Now we've got to do the outline of his teeth as well. Now we've got to go really thin for this. We've got to go really thin. This is going to take a lot of focus. Okay. Do I do individual teeth or leave it like that? I don't know. I feel like I should do individual teeth because it kind of looks weird with a straight line. I don't know if it's going to look any better when I don't do a straight line, but let's see. That's not bad. He's got straight teeth, doesn't he, I guess? Okay, the paintbrush is struggling. It would be thinner, but the paintbrush isn't really letting me be thinner. Can I say that? Can I say that's my excuse? Okay, it's the paintbrush's fault. It's the paintbrush's fault, really. I mean, he kind of looks scary with his teeth like that. Yeah, I don't think he's even got his bottom teeth showing in the picture, but I've added bottom and front teeth. Top and bottom teeth I've added to him, and I don't think he even needs that. It's okay. It's okay. Right, now it's time for his t-shirt, for his Portugal top. This is going to be a lot of red. And then we can go back to the face because it should have dried a bit. And I can add some features. Because I can't really add any features to the face at the moment because it's still wet. Right, okay. Red. I added way too much colours onto this, bro. Like, I did not need this much red. It's not that big of a canvas. Anyway. Right, let's just add some red. He's got some shoulders on him. Got some shoulders. It just kind of goes down. The shoulders kind of go down. I'm really locked in here, guys. I'm really locked in. Shoulders go down. And then they go out. I meant down. Like, but also out. Like, they're not like fully straight. They're not fully straight down. They're like this. Okay, and then he stops because he's got a sleeve. Gonna have to do this. Make sure this is the perfect angle here. Wait a second. Look at that. That's straight. That is straight. Okay. That's quite good, actually. I'm quite proud. Quite proud of my straight lines. And then he's got an armpit. About, where's his armpit? It's about here. Then you can just fill this bit in. Then you can just fill this bit in with all the red remaining. Now it's just filling it in. This side anyway. Quite good. Quite good. Look at that. And I spread the paint out evenly. Looking at it right now, it looks kind of scary. Like, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It kind of looks scary. It kind of looks like he's got weird legs. But don't worry, that's just his arm. And like, once the t-shirt's done, once the t-shirt is sorted, the top is sorted, it's actually going to look really good. It's actually going to look really good. I actually believe that this looks quite good. Of course, his face looks weird right now, but once I get to work on it, it's sorted. It's sorted. Okay? His face might look a little bit strange at the moment, but I'll fix it. Okay. Let's yeah, let's do the other arm. Let's do the other arm. Might have to get an angle here. Might have to get an angle so it's even going to be more backwards for you guys, but don't worry, this is what the pros do. I've seen the pros before and this is what they do. I think his hairline is a bit straighter. Now, don't worry, that's a good hairline right there. That's a good hairline. I might fix it later, we'll see. Okay. Oh God, no. I've added a bit of black to the red. That's not what we want to do. Add more red. Add more red. Manage the crisis. Manage the crisis. Don't panic. Don't panic. That's the worst thing you can do while painting is panicking. Someone. No eyebrows. No, but the eyebrows will come later. I can't go on there until the paint is dry. Okay, and then he also has the same shoulders going. Just kind of like that. Okay. Not bad, not bad. And then they just go down, don't they? And then they just kind of go down, but like not straight down, like he's got an outwards. Because he's just got such big lats that his shoulders don't just directly go down. There you go. And then you just got to do the sleeve. It's quite good. Quite good, I reckon. It's not bad. At the moment, he does look weird, but oh my God, once it's finished, it's actually going to look so good. It's actually going to look so good once this is finished, because this is actually looking incredible right now. My God, I nearly hit into the table and tipped the water. That would not have been good. Let's get some more paint. Yeah. Let's get some more paint going. That's what we need, some more paint. Okay, now get his arms sorted. Why does his arm feel like... Why am I making that arm so long compared to this arm? I don't know what I'm doing. There you go. Okay, let's not panic anymore because you start panicking, then the arms are going to get so long that they're never going to stop. How much would I sell this for? Um, it's not finished yet, so it's hard to see what the end product would look like. It's definitely going to look a lot better. But I would sell it for £2,000. Ronaldo, send me 2,000. I got you, bro. 2,000. This is just because it's my first artwork. You know, if I did a few more, it would be a few million. But this is just it's gonna be a discounted price because it's my first one. And if Ronaldo buys it, well, you know, I'll give it to him for a bit less discount, friendly discount. But the catch is we have to become friends. But I don't see why that's even a catch. That's honestly a bonus. Chucking that in for free as well. He might even send the 2,000 quid without seeing the full painting. He might even come on the stream and drop a £2,000 donation just so I could send it to him as soon as it's finished drying. Low key. Anyone want to share this to Ronaldo? Oh, don't worry. We'll add those as well. Yeah. We'll add the number 7 and the Nike logo. This is actually quite good. I don't like the little white gaps here. I have to try and block them out, but without getting the black paint on my brush again, which I've done accidentally. It's okay, you just mix it in with the red and then it's fine. Oh god, no, why did I do that? I smudged it. Right, hide the evidence. Oh god, why is there so much black? Hide the evidence, bro. Hide the evidence, what the fuck? Why is there so much black? Hide the evidence, hide the evidence, hide the evidence, hide the evidence. Hide the evidence, bro. Come on, spread it out, So it doesn't look normal. It looks normal. Oh god, it's starting to look brown. Right, okay, wait. I need emergency red. Clean the brush. Make sure there's no black on it. Emergency. Right, okay. Emergency. All right, we're gonna get it sorted now. Okay. Now there's no black on the brush. We're gonna fix this. Do you want Ronaldo's physique? No, not really. Even though he's got a great physique, you know, not saying anything wrong against Ronaldo. Just not the one for me, I reckon. Oh my god, how did I just go back on the black again? My god, man, I'm cursed now. I've messed it up. This is what happens. You start panicking, and this is what happens. I said, don't panic. And guess what happens? We start panicking. We started fucking panicking, guys. Okay. I think that looks alright so far now. Well, how did I get more black on the paintbrush? Oh my god, am I cursed? I need to make this lines look smoother, but I don't want to get black on my paintbrush again. Okay, I think we fixed it. I think we fixed it. We salvaged it. I mean, his top did get a bit darker. Interesting question, bro. I don't know. Right, now we got to do the Nike logo. Okay, we got to leave the blank space for the Nike logo. Okay, I need a bit more red, and I need it to be fine lines right here, bro. I reckon that's not too bad. I reckon that's not too bad at all. So now you can color around the Nike logo, but make sure you don't go inside the white. Okay? Yeah, the World Cup games are going to be really late, bro. Because I guess no one lives in the US if you're from Europe or any other country that's not the US. Okay, make sure I get the... That looks about like a Nike logo. That's actually not terrible. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. We've got to leave the space here. The number 7. Okay, let's get all the paint. All the spare paint from up here, we're going to move that down here. There's a lot of paint here now. Else it's never going to dry. I actually don't think I did too bad on the Nike logo, guys. I actually think I did quite well. What does everyone think? What does everyone think of the Nike logo part? I reckon that's quite good. I'm not sure what to do about the Portugal badge. That's going to be a really difficult design. I'm trying to think of what we used to do back in Portugal. We used to do like a simple version of it. And it's like you just put the blue in the middle of the... You just put the blue on the white. But I don't know what we do. And there's yellow on it too. But there's also red, so that's going to be a very difficult... Yeah, I'm gonna just paint it red, and then I'll do it on top. I think that's a good idea. I'll add the thing on top in a bit. I can go all the way down here. Yeah, I can. Okay. There's nothing else stopping me. Make sure I don't go too wide, because then he's going to look fat. And we want Ronaldo to buy this for 2,000. We don't want him to think he's fat and then not buy it, you know. Okay. Okay, it's not too bad, not too bad. Intricate work here. Some intricate work. I'm just making sure I use all the red paint up and not have over crazy amount of paint here. Because, you know, it's good to spread out the paint, you know what I'm saying? Even though I've added loads of red down here, so I don't know what I'm going to do with all that red. Right, now it's time to do the number 7. Now it's time to do the number 7. Okay, now I've got to lock in again. Right, 7. I'm not doing that exact little drop design, but we're doing something similar. I ain't going to get all that, so. Okay, that's the outline of the top of it. Now let's got a little like that. And then I've got to get a diagonal. 1 second. Got to get a diagonal like this. It's fine if the outside line looks shit. It's fine if the outside line looks shit. It's going to be in red anyway. It's going to be in red anyway, so. Okay, that's not bad so far. It's quite straight. Now it's going to be the difficult part. Now we've got to do all flippy upside down everything on this. It's going to start doing tricks on it and stuff. We've got to. Really locked in here. Really locked in here, guys. Okay. And then we got to get outwards. That's good. That's a really good 7. That's a really good 7. Oh my god. I think I surprised myself of how good that is. That's low-key really good. That's low-key really good. What do you think, chat? Is that not a really good 7? Okay, just got to fill in the blanks a minute. That's good. That's a good 7. All right. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. And that's why I'm a good artist as well, guys. Some people would go over the top in a white on the 7. No, I take the risks and I go straight for it like that. That literally looks like his t-shirt, bro. That literally looks like his top right there. Oh god, that's amazing. That's amazing, bro. Right. Chat, lowkey. I'm cooking so far. I'm cooking so far. Okay? I'm lowkey cooking. Just trying to make this all look even. Okay. We cooked with the top. It's looking really good. Time to wash the brush. Wash the brush. What are we going for? We got to do his sleeves and his arms. Got to do his sleeves and his arms. The face is also dry, I think, now, which is good. That means we can go and do the detail in a minute. Just got to make sure it's all dry before we go do that, so we don't mess up the paint. But okay, it's hard to get all the red off this paintbrush. Right. Okay. Black and then green. Oh, no, that came a bit far out. Okay. It's a bit thicker than I wanted, but I kind of messed it up, so I had to go a bit thicker. Well, that's way too thick now. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, we're just going to hopefully cover it with the green. I don't know if that's still going to work, but that's what we're doing. Hey, mate, welcome to the chat. All right, well, this one came a bit better because it wasn't as watery. See the difference? One was clearly beautiful painting. Thank you, bro. So far, it's actually quite good. I think it's quite good so far. It's okay. We're going to fix this. I think. We're going to try and fix this. Honestly, it's just because the paintbrush is so wet. But how am I going to dry the paintbrush? No one teaches you this in art school, and I didn't even go to art school, so that's the problem. Okay. Hopefully the paintbrush is dry. Let's just put it on the table a bit, dap it down. There you go. That should do. Use some paper towels to dry. Got to suck the water out. Well, there's two different options right there, but I didn't do either, so that's fine. Let's go for this side first. I've got to just, it's just a little bit of green. See, this is the problem. The brush is wet. And as you can see again, the green is way too light. Okay, we're leaving it like that on the arms. On that arm anyway. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up on the sleeves. I don't want to mess it up. Okay. We're now doing the green on this side. And you know, I just got to put a decent amount of green. It will cover the black that I messed up with. That's always the rule. Just cover it up with more paint. I've learnt that in art school. There you go. Look at that. Because I just added so much green, it doesn't even look that bad. It's just going to be a bit lumpy when it dries, but that doesn't really matter. That just adds to the texture of the picture, doesn't it? Might as well just do this with this one. Okay, well now I've added, now the green sleeve is massive on that side, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Did Ronaldo use some of Trump's tan? Well, you never know, but you know, it's hard to make Ronaldo's skin color on the paint, so we just had to improvise. Of course, it's a bit darker, but look, he's a tanned man. I mean, like, he just needs a bit more tan on it. Like if I like put some heat on it, you know what I'm saying? That would, you would look like the picture, but of course, you know, the colors vary because I don't have many choices of colors. Okay. Hopefully that's got the black out of it, because now we're going back to the skin color we're doing his arms. Ronaldo's skin color. And now we got his arms. And then a little hinge like that. Because he's got his elbow. Okay, we need some more. It's not a lot of color left, which worries me because I still got the other arm to do. We're gonna have to make it work though, because I ain't making more of that color. It's gonna be impossible to recreate because there's no exact amount. To be fair, I wore this apron just in case, but I'm quite a good artist that I'm not even gonna get paint on myself. Yeah, it's a good Nike logo on 7. I think so too. I think I did a good job on that. Thank you, bro. I think that one was a good job. Okay. Okay, that arm's done. That arm is done. And I'm even going to add an extra thing soon, in a minute, onto this arm. But we'll see. No, bro, I don't even know what that means. Anyway. Next arm. Same thing, really. Same thing. Kind of just goes down at the end, but give him a bit of a bicep. Give Ronaldo a bit of a bicep right there. Yeah, I'm helping you out, mate. Helping you out, Ronaldo. Don't worry, mate. I'm making you look good in my painting. If Portugal win the World Cup, am I the reason? Maybe. Maybe. You know, this painting might give luck to the whole country, bro. If Portugal win the whole World Cup, I might be the most loved man in Portugal, bro. When I go back to Portugal, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, foda-se caralho, eras tu. Tu é que fizeste aquela pintura." Yeah, yeah, it's me. Type shit, bro. Type shit. Okay, there's not much paint left, but it's just enough. Just enough for me to get the details I need. Now I feel like I should give him more of a bicep on this side as well. So he doesn't feel like he's only got one stronger arm than the other. There you go. Give him a bit of a bicep again. There you go, bro. I got you. You should pick Portugal to win, bro. Portugal are going to win the World Cup. Okay? That's the only answer. Especially after my Ronaldo drawing. Painting. I keep calling it a drawing. It's not a drawing. It's a painting. It's a masterpiece. Masterpiece. Look at that. That's some good arms. Those are good arms, bro. Those are good arms. Right. That's good. That's good. All right. Now we can do the face details. Actually, I need to fill in his neck with whatever paint's left before it dries. I need to fill in the rest of his neck. I actually think the skin color's not even that bad. I know some people are hating on it, but I think I've done quite a good job on the improvisation of the skin color for Ronaldo. Okay? As you can see, that literally using the last bit of color that I had for him before it dried out. That was a good call. That was a good call. I used so much paint before, as you can see. There's some darker lines around it. Can't even see what's here. Alright, there's some bits on the edge. There you go. Eyebrow time, yes. Don't worry, bro. Okay, his neck looks very fat. That was not my intention, Ronaldo, but I honestly can't fix it now. I don't have enough paint, so... Okay. Okay, now I just need to wash my brush off, and then we're gonna get into this face details, bro. Facial details. That sounds weird, actually, saying I don't. I shouldn't put it that way. Okay, that's it. Right. I'm just making sure the brush is a bit drier. Oh, there's a lot of water. I'm really trying here. Okay. Again, let's just tap it on there a bit. Just get all the water out. It's just water. There you go. Get rid of the water on the brush. Right, now time for the details. Eyebrows. Time for the eyebrows now. That's not bad. They're like upside down night ticks, if you really think about it. That's not even that bad. What's the other one do? Oh, the other one's arching up a bit. All right, see, he's got two different eyebrows going on. He's got two different eyebrows going on. What do you think of that? That's not that bad. That's not that bad though. That's low-key not that bad. The eyebrows kind of match. His smile looks terrifying, but his eyebrows kind of match. Low-key. Right, now we need to do a mixture. We need to get some white. Okay, add some white here, and we need some black. All right, now we need, it's going to be great. Okay, now it's still way too black. All right, we need some more white. Because we need the facial details, but it can't be like black. Okay, also it look too dark. We need to go gray for this. Okay, we need to go gray. We need to go gray for the facial details. Should I give you my life savings? Yes, bro, you should. How am I going to afford more art pieces like this? Send the money, bro. Send the money and you know, I can do more paintings. I'll send you a painting, bro. Right, okay. I need to actually get this down a bit because this is too much. Anyone watching, make sure to subscribe on Twitch or Kick. At 25 subs, I'm IRL streaming. I'm going to do an IRL stream. I'm going to do a few of them, but, you know, we have to reach 25k subs. 25 subs first. Right. Details on his face. All right, he's smiling. He's smiling, so he's got like... Okay, this looks really weird with the black there, but... You know, I don't know how else... Oh, God, that's too thick. That's too thick. He's smiling, I promise. He looks like he's possessed now. This doesn't even look grey either. This came out black. What the hell, bruh? What the hell? What was all my hard work mixing this colour for, bro? Okay, we got to do his nose. Okay. Some nostrils. And then just some shadows here for the rest of the nose. Doesn't need like crazy, just a bit of shadow. Okay, I don't know if I'm liking this face I've done. I think the face looks weird. Okay, why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? That's making it look worse. That's making it look worse. What am I doing? Panicking. This is the problem. I said don't panic. Rule number 1 of art, don't panic. Don't panic. See, that's quite good in a way. You know, what do you guys think so far? Does that face look about right? Hello, welcome to the stream. Is that what the fuck? um Honestly, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I've seen worst. I like the top. That's my best part. His face, not my best part. But at least I got the top looking alright. Ain't no way, but I just looked at the battery on the phone. It's on 67. Oh, I didn't even make that up for real. I literally didn't even make that up. That is true. But I can't prove it to you guys because the phone's right there and filming this. So, yeah. So let's give an outline to his chin. So it doesn't blend in with his neck. Not to be confused with a beard. Now it kind of looks like he's got a beard. I kind of looks like I give him a stubble. That wasn't my intention. That wasn't my intention. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might be able to fix this, lowkey. If I just go back and try and revive this color a minute. If I try and revive whatever's left of this Ronaldo skin color I made, I might lowkey save it. I might lowkey save it. Guys, I don't think I fucking saved it. I don't think I saved it. I think I made it look worse. See, now we're going to have to do an outline everywhere because else it's just going to look weird. We're just going to have an outline of his whole face. So it doesn't really look like I did a beard. Okay, this is starting to look less and less like Ronaldo. Okay, well, let's leave it at that. Let's leave that bit. I'm gonna do his lips now. I'm gonna do his lips now. I don't know if you'll get much of a chance, but Ronaldo is gonna buy it straight away, bro. I might not even be able to hang this up on the wall. Ronaldo might straight up buy it. So we're gonna see what happens. Right, I need to dry this off a bit. Okay, now we gotta get the red. See, he doesn't even really have red lips, but we're adding it to it because it's gonna look weird if he doesn't have lips because of the teeth. So we're just adding some lips to him. Kind of looks like Ronaldo wore some lipstick on this day. Which, I guess is up to him. But at least it makes his teeth look a bit more normal. Kind of. Ronaldo fucked up, bro. Fuck. Fuck. I did the outline of his head, bro. The outline of his head fucked it all up, bro. The outline of his head fucked it all up. I should have left it with no outline on his chin. I should have left it with no outline, bro. I'm basically the one that fucked it up. I mean, I don't know who else I'd blame, to be fair. But I'm trying to add an outline now to his neck as well. This is what I wanted, bro. This sort of outline. I should have done that. I don't know why I did a mixture of colors. Like, that's kind of the outline I needed, but I went too dark and I can't save it now because Ronaldo. I mean, I could. Let me try and save it. Let me try and save it for a minute. Wait. Yellow. How much yellow did we first use? Quite a bit of yellow. Quite a bit of red as well. And it's like, you just use a decent amount of white. That's what I first did. A lot of white. Here's that color there. Kind of just need it to get a similar color, bro, and then we can cover up the mistakes we made. I reckon we could fix this. That's a bit too dark. I still need a bit white. Still a bit darker than before, but I don't think that's too bad. I think that could be what helps me fix it, though. That is not the same color as it used to be. That is not the same color as it used to be. And it's still got loads of black under it. Wait a minute. Let's go more white. That make it better? I don't know if that made it better or worse. That's still not the same color as it used to be. That's the problem. I made too little of his skin color. And then I couldn't fix it now. Let's try and fix his dimples as well. It kind of just looks like he's got like a disease now. I think I've messed it up. Chat, I might have actually cooked him. Sorry, Ronaldo. I might have messed you up here, mate. What even is the outline of Ronaldo now? He's just kind of becoming this color. Maybe I should just go all in. Maybe I should just go all in with this color. That's not original. That's not the original skin color I wanted for him. But this is what it's become. He's getting really dark. Okay. Kind of like looking weird. That's just changing his color way too much, bro. This is not right. This is not right. I need more red in here. Oh my god, bro. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? This is what I mean. I panicked, and now I'm doing his whole face again. And now his color looks all off. His color looks all off, bro. Like, what's that, bro? What is that? I wanted this to look not too bad, bro, but I've messed it up. I mean, I guess giving him a tan. Oh my god, bro. This looks awful. This is not the color I wanted, bro. Not the color I wanted. Not the color I tried to do. This is not the color I needed, bro. Now I've changed the color again. What am I doing? What am I doing? He looks like when I'm looking at you through your window. Right, mate. I can't believe I messed it up, bro. He was in the right color. Now I've messed it all up, bro. I've messed it all up, bro. Now he's like brownish green. I don't know why he's turning green a bit, bro. That's what I'm confused about. Where's the green come from? Oh, bro. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We're gonna try and keep going. Hopefully it will look okay when it's dry, you know. Sometimes it's because the color's not dry, clearly. That's gonna be the issue. I'm having to go back over his eyebrows and stuff, bro. I took time with those. I took time with Ronaldo's eyebrows. Yeah, okay. Let's just try and fix what I've done here. I mean, he's got a tan. I don't know if it's a nice tan, but he's got a tan on him. He's definitely happy because he's smiling, so that's good. And that's what you need, isn't it? Someone being happy because he's smiling. Lowkey looks like that one uncle. See, bro, I don't know who that one uncle is. I don't know, bro. Does your uncle look like Cristiano Ronaldo? I don't know. Because this looks like Cristiano Ronaldo. He just had some fake tan on though. This is going to be the most difficult part, is getting it all around the eyes without messing up the eyes. Or the eyebrows. Okay. I don't think it looks, I don't think if you have some of the old paint showing is going to make it too much different on the eyes anyway. I think that's looking all right now. He's just changed color. Okay, and his face and neck is a little bit more tan than his arms. Just a little bit. um he's just a little bit more tan on his face than his arms. His face was originally his arms color, but I've messed it up. Yeah, just a little bit different now. How's the house on Minecraft going? I don't know, but I haven't updated it yet. I haven't touched it since I last streamed Minecraft. Trying to make these things where he's like smiling. Because he's smiling. Might as well try and add that because there's some black under it. So might as well try and add that. He's smiling now with the details I can. While I can with the details, you know what I'm saying? That's quite good though. I think I've fixed, well, the paint does look weird, okay? Don't worry about that, but yeah, we've messed up the skin color. But he is tan in the photo. He is tan. So technically we've not really messed up that much. Okay. I need to try and get like some sort of distinction between his neck and jaw. I mean, there's some sort of distinction there. You can't really see it on camera yet, but also his ear has just grown out. Like he used to have an ear and a jaw. Now he kind of just has both. You say shadows. I don't know how to add shadows, bro. I've tried to add shadows. Clearly this is what happens when I try to add shadows. I did try and then I messed up his whole face. So that's what's happened. Anyway, I'll do an outline for his eyes. Got to clean the brush. Bro, I've tried that, and that's what's happened. See, I started doing that as a shadow, and then I messed up. It was too dark, and then I had to do the skin color darker. So if we keep going like that, by, you know, mixing a bit of black with his skin color that I've made, he's gonna turn black. And then it's just gonna look like I'm racist, or, you know, I'm trying to make fun of someone that I'm not. But which isn't my intention. I'm just genuinely terrible. But, you know. Okay, let's try and add a bit of this to the eyes. Got to do an outline of his eyes. Got to lock in a second. Got to lock in a second. Okay, that's quite good. Got his eyes. Let me just, I'm not sure, bro. Not exactly sure. Maybe? Kind of looks like Ronaldo wears eyeliner. That's what it kind of looks like. I've now got to make this one a bit thicker to match the other one. I don't think the eyes are that terrible. Of course they're not amazing, but his face looks a bit messed up though. You know, just a little bit messed up. We're also going to fix his hairline. His hairline's a lot straighter in the photo. So, change that to a straighter hairline. That's his skin fade. Yeah, and there's a skin fade again. Okay, now we just need to do the Portugal badge. That's going to be extremely difficult. That's going to be extremely difficult, bro. That's going to be extremely difficult. One sec. I'm going to have to lock in for this. I'm also going to do something on his arm. Right, okay. Ronaldo's looking a bit worried. He's looking a bit worse for wear, really. I don't know what's happened to him. It was all going fine, and then it stopped going fine. Like, I think the t-shirt is definitely my best part. But let's try and not mess it up. Okay, actually, we need a bit of blue, which we don't have. Actually, we do. We have a bit of blue. Let me get a bit of blue. 1 second. Let me just look at my paintings. Paintings, I mean my colors. We have a tiny blue here. We have a tiny blue. Not bad. I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's too bad. Right, okay. Is this even going to have any paint on it, or is it going to be dry? Oh, no, it has some paint on it. It's a bit dry, though, isn't it? God. Okay. These were stolen from my girlfriend, these, and they're a bit dry. Love from Brazil. Obrigado, amigo. Obrigado. Right, okay. Oh, God, this paint is gone. This paint is not even painting, bro. What is this? This is cloggy. Right, let me just add some water to it, bro. My God, bro. This is awful. This paint is so clumpy, bro. Oh, this is the only blue I have. I'm screwed. What happens if I try and paint with this, bro? This is not going to work. If I try and paint this, they're going to fuck it up, innit? Oh, we're doing it anyway. We're doing it anyway, bro. We're adding an extra detail. That's not even in it, bro. Love from Russia. I have no clue how to speak Russian, bro. I would say something in Russian. But, yeah. Yeah, bro. Okay, that's not gone very well. Okay, that's not terrible. I'm not gonna mess it up too much. I do remember you from the Minecraft stream, bro. Okay, well, let's not mess around with it anymore. I was trying to give him a captain's armband. Yeah, I have to let that dry. And then I can put a white thing on it. Hopefully it'll work, you know. It doesn't have a captain's armband. Yes, bro. In the photo, he doesn't have a captain's armband, but we're gonna make sure that he's represented as the captain, bro. Okay? He's my captain for real. Okay, so we're just now we got to do the Portugal badge. That's going to be really difficult. Okay, let's get the yellow. Okay, let's get the yellow. Here's the first bit. I messed this up. And I'm never being allowed in Portugal again, bro. Oh my god. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so difficult. You got this. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I'm going to Portugal in September. So make sure to stay tuned for some IRL streams in Portugal as well. I'm going to be doing some IRL streams when I'm in Portugal. Crazy. I did that one so much better than that side. Like that side's way too thick. Why did I not not manage to do the same? No. No. Okay. Where you going? Lisbon. Yes, bro. Back to the homeland. I actually would have worn my Portugal top, but I was scared that I was going to get paint on it, but I've actually not got paint anywhere. That's even why I wore the apron, but I don't know why I thought I was going to get paint everywhere. I honestly just scared that I'm going to get paint everywhere, but I didn't, so that's good. Okay. Whew. That's a lot of detail that I can't do anymore, bro. Okay, we're doing that. We're adding the white and then the blue, bro. That's all I can do. Okay, I can't really do much more than that, but that's not bad. We're just adding the shield. I think it's a shield, isn't it? It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a thing with shields inside, but and it's 113. Okay. God. Gotta make sure I get this accurate. 1, 3, and then 1. But let's just do the white first on there. Well, let's make sure my brush is not as wet. Forgot about that. Forgot to dry my brush a bit, but it should be alright. How is it in the UK? I don't know, bro. Depends. The weather? Not great. There's nice things and bad things about being in any country. You know? Every country has its benefits and its um has pros and cons. There's no perfect country in the world that I know of anyway. Hmm. Well, that's as good as it's gonna get in the middle, really. I can't really do too much better. How the ladies in how the ladies in the UK? I don't know, bro. I've got a girlfriend, man. I wouldn't know, bro. What is another woman, bro? Like women are a thing, no, bro. No. Okay, I need to actually use the white again. That's why I'm drying this. Actually, no, I need to use the blue first. The blue here is not dry at all, so we need to use the blue first because Okay, this is going to be the difficult part now. This is going to be the difficult part. UK. No, bro. I literally just said I have a girlfriend. How could I be gay? Okay, anyway. This is the messed up blue. This is the messed up blue. Okay. This blue is messed up, bro. It's not going to help me here. It's too watery and too messed up. And then it's just like the Portugal badge is like, yeah, it's got little yellow lines and stuff, which I'm gonna try and add, but that's the blue. I can't do any meta with the blue because the blue color is actually messed up. Thank you, mate. Thank you. It's true. I am. It's, it's been said before many times. I think everyone in the world knows I am the most handsome streamer of all time. It's true. Okay. Let me just add a bit of yellow again. I want to try and make some more details on this badge. I just want to add a little bit more details. At least if the face looks wrong, at least I've done the other parts all right, It's got some lines out like that. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad Portugal badge. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. Right, we're going to go with yellow on top of this captain thing as well. Okay. We don't want to try and make green, okay? We don't want to try and make green. Blue and yellow makes green. That's what I remember from school, okay? Okay, that's weird. What you do to help economy? I paint Cristiano Ronaldo, bro. That's how I help the economy of every country ever. I am an artist. I am an artist, bro. One of the best artists to ever live. That's where I dry my paintbrush, just on the side. Okay. Let me try and finish this. It's gonna look a bit weird, I ain't gonna lie, but it's fine. It's just gotta get the... Why the hell? It's supposed to be a captain's armband. Doesn't really look like that. You paint better than Ivor Skoski, bro. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, bro. But I'm sure he's very famous in Russia. I actually read a Russian book not long ago. Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. It was translated to English, of course. I'm trying to do the C, the captain's C, but it's not really. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what else I could do. I think I might have finished. I think I might be finished, chat. I think I might be finished, guys. Low key. What do you guys think? You know, his face has some issues. Just a few. But I think the top is very good. I think I did a very good I think this is my best part. Anything above the neck looks bad though. Well, it doesn't look great. I wouldn't say bad. Don't speak bad about yourself, but you never know. Well, let's show you guys in true detail. Phone didn't even lose that much battery, to be fair. 2 hours straight of just like that, and it's not too bad. Isn't that beautiful? Low key, what do you guys think? It might even go up here. Is that a W for the World Cup? Is that a W for the World Cup, yeah? It's so beautiful. Thank you. Look at that, bro. That's really good. I think that's really good. I actually think that's really good. That took me like 2 hours, by the way. That took me like 2 hours. That's not bad. Wow. No, I think I actually did a really good job. That's how he's smiling as well. That's a W. That's a W. It looks very fancy. Like and subscribe for Ronaldo. Make sure to follow on Twitch and Kick for Ronaldo. Nah, it's actually going to look beautiful in the background though. Like, his face, yeah, you know, messed up. But imagine this, World Cup, Portugal win it. Portugal going to win the World Cup, yeah, you know, I mean, he's going to score, Ronaldo's going to score, and then I'm going to go, see, see, beautiful. See, it's like just in the background, watching over me. You know, I'm gonna be like, oh, what am I doing? What are you doing? Well, someone's always watching over, making sure I'm okay. Ronaldo. É o Ronaldo, caralho. Foda-se. See, that's actually good. That's actually good. Honestly, I was gonna paint Messi, but I've also now been here for 2 hours and it's getting late. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna paint Messi now. I don't know if it would be a good idea. I don't know if I should paint Messi. I don't know if I should do that tomorrow or something now or another day. I don't even know if I want to paint Messi. Because I was going to paint Messi, right? But at the end of the day, I'm supporting Portugal, not Argentina for the World Cup, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I actually like that. It's a good... Do it tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow, but I'll see. I might stream. I might paint Messi soon, but I'm not sure if I will. Because I've now got the GOAT. I've now got the GOAT, and that's what I need. That's what I need. Right. Anyway. Sorry, I know I'm standing a bit weird, but that's because the table's there, so I can't really move over much. But thank you for watching. Thank you for watching me draw Cristiano Ronaldo. It's been a pleasure to show you my artistic side. Oh. Wait a minute, we haven't signed it. Wait a minute. Now, we're going to have to sign this picture, though. I'm over here saying it's finished. I haven't even signed the painting. I haven't even signed the painting. Wait a second. We need to sign this. Well, first of all, we need to get Ronaldo's signature trademark on there. 1 second. Yeah. Wait a minute. I need to dry this off again by dapping it all over this. Okay. A bit drier now, a bit drier. Every artist needs to sign his painting so that when it goes up for millions, it only does that because it's got his signature on it. If I don't sign it, no one's going to know I drew it. But if it's got my signature on it, it might be worth a few million soon because I might become a new artist. So, let's get some red. Okay, red. And you might be wondering, why do you need red? Why do you need red? Well, I'll let you know in a second. You'll see what I'm doing. Okay? You'll see why. See. Oh. Seven. CR7. Look at that, bro. Now you can't mistake him for anyone else, bro. Now you can't mistake him for anyone else. Now I need to put my signature on it. Now I need to put my signature on it. Because, okay, that's just to let you know it's CR7. Even though you could tell. You could tell because it's a good painting. It's a good, you know, you wouldn't even mess it up anyway. Like, you look at him like, oh, that's Cristiano Ronaldo. But I'm just making sure you know it's him. Okay? Now I need to add my signature. Right, okay. Get some black. We don't need to be in red, so we're black. Okay, that sounds weird. I don't know why I needed to say that as well. But, still a bit wet, the paintbrush. Okay, let's go. Where am I adding my signature? Sometimes you add it at the bottom, but I can't add it at the bottom because he doesn't got any space. So we're adding it up here. Oh god, it's gonna be difficult. That says purge, I think, but honestly, it doesn't look like purge at all. It kind of looks like purge. Well, what did I mess up? Oh yeah, I did an E instead of a G. That's not how I do an E. That's not how I do a G. That's not how you do a G. I just realized that's not how you do a G. I've just done a purge. I just done PXREE. How did I mess up my own name? Okay, well, we're just leaving it like that, but that's not how you spell my name because I've somehow spelled it wrong. But you see that? I kind of messed up my own name. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, it's okay. Signatures sometimes don't look like, and then you cross it like that. Well, it kind of looked more artistic in my head when I crossed it. Now it kind of just looks like I've fucked it up. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Anyway. I'm not exactly sure how. Ronaldo's finished. Completed. I completed it. What does everyone think? W? W or not? I low-key think that's really good. WWW. For real. Ronaldo, send me $1 million. I'll send you the painting. Send me $1 million. I might send you the painting. Send me 2 million, I'll send you the painting. Or I'll send it to you for free if we become friends. And you give me 1 million as a friend. Bro wants to donate to the Purge stream. W. Anyway, this is going to look great on my background. Nah, that's actually beautiful. That's actually beautiful. That's exactly what I needed here. There's an empty space and this is what I needed. Hell yes. Hell yes. W. W. Oh, that was some hard work, guys. That was hard work. I'm going to have to pose with a thumbnail. I'm going to have to pose with Ronaldo for a thumbnail. You're going to try what, bro? 1 second. Let me just check some things. Oh. Okay. 1 sec. I need to turn this off. I think the phone needs to come off, bro. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna need to move this whole table, bro. I need to actually get on camera with this. Damn, bro. That's tough, bro. Maybe you could always try and like sub on Twitch or Kick if you want, by the way. Oh. It's okay, bro. I appreciate the support either way, man. You don't have to donate, you don't have to, you know. You can become a member on YouTube too. I don't know if, you know, become a member on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch, or subscribe on Kick. It's up to you, bro. If you can. If you can't, then it's also fine, bro. Don't have to. If everyone wants to see more amazing drawings, if anyone wants to see any more amazing paintings, make sure to join as a member on the YouTube channel. For real. Make sure to do backflips with your grandma. Anyway, I'm gonna have to end the stream there. My paint water. I'm gonna put that there for a second. Move this table back here so I can come up here with Ronaldo. I can now stand in front of the camera properly. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to end the stream now, but thank you for watching. W. W. W draw. W painting. W stream.